Spring is a week away. I still can't
Really?
wrap my... 1 week away.
Has someone told the weather gods yet? Please, come on, guys.
Absolutely not. But listen, it is now time to meet our performer for today. Gospel singing sensation Stuart M was born with a gift to write praise and worship music that ministers to the hearts of people and helps them connect with the Almighty. Now, with a gospel music career spanning across 25 years, the singer and songwriter decided to write and release an original song titled Work It Out. And this is during the 2020 COVID-19 lockdown. I think before we sit down with him, take a look at this.
My faith is strong, I'm not moving. I stand on His word, I'm not running. I'm holding on to God's promise. I'm pressing through 'cause I know that I'm blessed in the city, blessed in the field, blessed when we come.
Get out of here.
Work it
Get
out,
out of here.
work it out.
You know, I think when so many of us were feeling the weight of negativity in 2020, clearly someone else was pushing back. A very warm welcome to Stuart M, who's here to perform his brand new track for this Gospel Monday. Can I get a warm Expresso welcome for Mr. M? Welcome, Stuart. Buddy, that's awesome. What a way to push back, as I said, to the negativity of 2020. I have to check in with all artists. We need to do this because it's been a challenging time for you guys over the last year and a half. How are you doing? How have you fared over these crazy, crazy months, man?
Yeah, no, it's been a challenge for everybody, but I think because of my faith and my belief system and how I treat myself and how I treat my family and how I treat my friends, I think God has brought most of us through, and I think we're over the worst and it's only going to get better from now onwards.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Take us back to where it started for Stuart M. Stuart M is not actually your official name. It's actually Stuart Martiz, and we're saying it correctly. No, I'm still not saying it right. Yeah, I tried.
Yes.
Going back to
What
M.
is it,
Yes.
Stuart?
Marthies, yeah.
Marthies.
There's a TH there.
Marthies.
We'll stick with Stuart M.
Stuart M.
Where did it start? Where did the musical journey start for you?
I think my journey started when I was probably 7 years old. At the age of 7, my dad was always leading worship in church, and then I would be one of those kids that would hang around the band, and the band members would always just push me away and say, go. But then at that age, I decided when I'm older, when I'm big, I'm going to teach everybody what I know. And then at 7, when they were not looking, I took the guitar and I started playing, and I figured it out. And then after that, went on to the drums, went to the keyboard, and I could play everything. By the age of 10, I more or less could play most of the instruments, and by 11, I was playing in church already.
Wow.
So that's where I started. And then I never knew I could sing until I knew I could sing a little, but then when you were a teenager, then you felt, I can actually sing a bit. And then when I was about 18, I took it a bit seriously, and I started really focusing on singing and writing.
I'm glad you said writing, because that for me is where the fun really happens. The fact that we've had this opportunity over the last year and a half, despite the challenges, where the creative side has been given space to breathe.
Yes.
It prompted you to write a song that is so upbeat and has got such a positive energy behind it. How did that originate, and at what point did you realize, okay, actually it's time for me to be proactive now during this time and
So I've been a musician in the industry for a long time. I'm known for keyboard. I'm a keyboard player, and in the industry I've played for most of the local artists and some international artists as a keyboard player, and most people just knew me as a keyboard player. But throughout that journey, I've always been in church, and I've always been writing songs in church and performing songs and ministering songs in church. And this song I wrote in 2012. I wrote over 100 songs already, and I've never just released it for myself. I've always just supported other artists. And then over the COVID season, my wife was saying, why don't you just book a studio, get your friends to come, because everybody that you saw in the video, all of them are my friends.
They're all mates.
Some of them are my students of back in the day, and some of them I met along the way, but all of them are my friends. And my wife was also singing in the video. She's also there. So she said, why don't you book a studio, record your songs and release it? So we recorded about 13 songs on the day, and we'll be releasing the songs over the next couple of months.
And Jamie, that's how you record an album without having to pay a soul. You ask your friends,
All your friends.
wife,
Go back to
whoever
them.
you're got to ask, you get them in there. No, that's amazing, and I think it speaks to the collaborative nature of the music industry. We've seen so many artists saying that, okay, well, I'm going to get him a job, I'm going to work with him, we're going to do an album together. We've been creative, we've been collaborative.
So I guess we should say thank you to your wife, because if it wasn't for her,
Exactly.
she wouldn't put you there. So what's next? What's next for Stuart M? As a recording artist, is now going solo.
Yeah, so for me, I think my focus is to finish the album at the moment. So we're busy editing and mastering the rest of the songs. In the next couple of weeks, the second single should be out, and then my plan is to release at least one every 2-3 weeks. So when the album is finished, and then I'll see what God has in store. And if like this was unexpected, I didn't expect to come and sit with you guys and sing a song. So whatever doors are opened, I will walk gladly through them.
I know you're going to inspire a lot of people today. We've caught a snippet of a sound check. You're sounding amazing.
Thanks.
Right kind of energy for us and our show. So I'm so glad these coincidences have brought you here. It really is great to host you, man. You seem like an amazing guy. And of course, the music speaks for itself. Stay tuned as singer and songwriter Stuart M will be performing 3 inspiring tracks for our Gospel Monday performances in just a few moments. Stick around.